Some audio difficulty as per usual. It's just not been remembering my settings as part of the problems with my OS right now. Still not quite sure what's going on there. We'll get it figured out eventually. Now I need to actually find a functioning version of... I started this without actually having anything productive put together, so give me a quick second here while I find... This has way too many things in it. What is going on here? There's Discord audio there. Speak in Discord for me? Are we not on a call? Am I on a call with somebody? We're on a call. Say woof. That didn't come through.
What now?
Oh, I was asking for you to for you to bark for me. Don't worry about it. Normally I have a random game category here. We're just selecting a random game, but it's not
Started yet?
wanting to select the actual game and display it. Oh, there it goes. I also need to keep Discord visible. And I've lost my phone. Hey Siri? Did I leave my phone in the bathroom? Or did she just reply to me? It's probably under my pillow or something weird. Alright, I've got it. I've got enough hearts to go out and actually go one of the upgrades I want, and I'm not gonna lose it by like staying in the run. So I'm on wave 4 now, right? 3 or 4? Not the wave, the actual run through. I don't remember. Getting my phone set up so that I can actually see Discord messages here, and I'm trying to find a good place to put it where it's not going to block my monitor view. Idea. I have an idea. This will work. Put it right here. Hey Josh, just let me know when. You can either pop into stream chat and say something, or you can go ahead and DM me on here. I should still get it on Discord here on my phone, so I'm waiting and watching for you. And until then, I'll be playing and enjoying the game. The application audio capture is working automatically on its own nicely. So you can actually hear everything properly. My audio looks balanced alright. There's some extra things added in here. I need to work on my OBS. Oh, hello! I forgot this was happening. That's right, I wanted to get a screenshot with a bunch of things going on. I should have just turned my lantern on, to be honest. You can see more with the lantern on. This is actually a really nice spot. Anything here that I want? Nope. The level up on this is very jarring. Extra shot chance increased by 3%. I still don't know what that means. The picture implies that there is like a chance that I don't have to reload. Like I have an extra shot in my actual barrel. But reloading is important because the last shot on my gun can give me sanity meter back. So I'm not actually sure when I would want to take that for my pistol specifically. Ooh, it's getting hectic now. Do I have lamp oil? I can come out and grab this experience if I want it. Leveling up is getting a little bit slower than it was originally. Experience gain, I don't need any more crit chance, yes. Let's get that damage up. Make it to the next campfire. I'm gonna check this box. Since it's right here. Oil? No. Ah, that's a bummer. I would love more lantern oil. I'd love to have a spare on me. There's some. Alright, let's go to pop that. Got the lantern oil. We're gonna come up here and go ahead and go and light this. Boop. My main problem still with how this game plays is that I don't like that eye piercing and enemies just die in the background sometimes. The experience is hard enough to manage. That campfire is not too far away actually. Oh, and there's a blizzard. I'm gonna have to make a run through the blizzard to get to the next campfire. I'm just gonna have to keep firing as well because I don't know how hard this wave's gonna get. I'm good. Alright. Between lifesteal and my movement speed, I should be able to get there no problem. I need time to level up. See, recover 5 sanity. That's pretty much what I have. I don't need to worry about my sanity in my life pretty much just running through the darkness. I could use a little bit more lifesteal. I think it's just called vampirism. Which is a funny thing to have on a gun. Well, you suck your life force out through my bullets. Let me have this real quick. Oh, come on. I should be fine. Nah, I'm gonna pop this just in case. Grab that apple. Got to turn my lantern off. And try to save that. I'll hit this real quick. I will take that apple. That's exactly what I want to do. Stir fry. Stutter. We stand still so I can get my stamina up. Ability radius doesn't mean anything to me because my abilities currently are, let's see, restores 2 health per second, restores 2 temperature per second. Not useful. Alright, Josh is around now. Let's see. Hello, Josh. If you can hear me, where do you want to hop into this? Hop into chat at? Or you can type in chat and just interact like if you were with the stream. Yeah, to do that, or we can do a voice call here. I'm hidden someplace in my Discord and voice. We can use the server? Alright. No problem there. I see you. Oh, you're welcome to follow me. Person that isn't on a call with me. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going alright. Have you gotten to hear any of my complaints about this game so far?
I've not. Okay, wait, I have to mute the stream because I'm hearing your voice now. There we go. No, I haven't.
But you want to hear me twice. So, right now, my largest problem is, ironically, something that you'll have in most horde survivals that feels really bad in this. The experience orbs are all over the place, but your goal is to stay around the campfire and within the campfire light radius.
Right.
And so I had to walk out here in the darkness if I want to grab these experience orbs. And a lot of the time they ended up being left behind, and that's why there is a lot of games with mechanics to pick up these orbs.
Yeah.
Like, to vacuum them, and then they just do not have that in this game. My campfire just went, so...
Yeah, what happens when it goes out?
And so your sanity starts to go down, which is right here. You start to lose temperature, which I believe is what's right here on the left side here. And you have to use your lantern oil, which is fine. I've been doing my best to keep extra lantern oil on me, but
interesting.
it's just frustrating to have to run out there if I need it or want it. I'm gonna have to rub here.
Yeah, I mean, I see that that's a lot of inspiration from Don't Starve. It's the first time seeing it in the game, so it's
that's what it feels like. Oh, something just killed me.
That's a big enemy.
Yeah, I just died to the boss, but it's okay. Another problem I have is something you might have seen there before I died. Enemies are, like, completely shadowed even when they're in the campfire light sometimes.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And it frustrates the life out of me, because I want to see the, like, I have horrifying monsters, Cthulhian level monsters coming after me. Let me see them. That was a run where I got up to wave 3 or 4, so I got quite a few benefit progression.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see the shadowed monsters. I wonder if that's intentional, or if it's more of a Unity.
It looks a lot like a shadow problem. A shadow issue.
I had the same issue when I was trying to use 2D sprites in 3D, and I had to fix that as well.
Yeah, it looks a lot like a shading issue, and I rather there be some sort of ethereal glow to them so I can see them in the darkness, even if, like, I don't mind something sneaking up to me and biting my ankles, but if every enemy can do that, like what just happened, then there's a little bit of a problem, especially when I'm in the campfire light. It's hard for me to differentiate the darkness from the darkness, you know? Let's see.
Especially when there's a bunch of them, like I just saw.
Possibilities to be improved. Yeah, that was a boss wave. I died immediately there. So I don't know how much defense I need or anything like that, but
how similar would you say this one is to Horde Hunters?
This is definitely a more pure Horde survival game, I would say. The campfire mechanic feels gimmicky, and I have no control over the rate of progression of the game. So my level ups more or less decide how far I progress as opposed to how I'm playing the game. My choices don't feel impactful so far. It just feels like I'm doing my best to survive against a horde of enemies, and that's just how the game is. Horde Hunters is a little bit more dynamic in the way that like there's dynamic map quests. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to be running around and actively participating in this. In that game, and in this I'm just I find loot sometimes, which most of the time is not loot that I use unless it's like health or lantern oil. And I don't use the loot that for stamina very often. Sprinting doesn't feel very useful in this game.
And you don't 3 different kinds of loot as well.
You don't naturally regenerate your stamina without staying still in this, which makes that really complicated. And then we have a meta progression system that uses 3 different types of resources. And if you look in here where I have my character unlocked, and as far as I can tell, I only have 1 character. I don't know if I unlock more. No idea. But I have to spend the same resources to unlock different weapons.
Alright.
So, and there's not many weapons so far. I'm probably more partial to like the machine gun than the repeater rifle, but I'm tempted to buy the repeater rifle because I'm the kind of player that will just buy the most expensive thing.
It is surprising that there's only 1 character. Makes it look like there's not other ones you could unlock at least.
Yeah, even if they're not to the point where they're ready to add more characters, which I don't even know if this is early access. Let me pull up the Steam page real quick. For reasons it is early access, okay. So there might be more characters later, but they should have like just shadow slots here to show that there will be more, you know?
Yeah.
So I bought the most expensive thing because it's just the kind of player I am. I'm gonna look at this. Let's see. I can afford this. I'll unlock this. Probably can't get anything in this. That is expensive. Oh, passive health recovery, stamina recovery, sanity recovery. I like this a lot, actually. This is a tree that I would like to progress later.
Okay, you have multiple trees.
Yeah, and they all do different things. So the meta progression is pretty dynamic, but the resource cost doesn't feel super balanced out to me. Like, I don't know why I need so many I have so many extra teeth. I don't know why I have so many teeth. Information of the resources.
The 3 resources don't seem...
They don't seem balanced out.
Well, I just don't see why there are 3 resources.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there are 3 resources either. I do like the general idea and feel behind I'm fighting monstrous horrors, so I'm collecting their body parts to actually like give myself some sort of runic powers, you know? Like I'm using eldritch powers at this point, but then I skipped tutorial. I didn't do tutorial at all, so I don't know if it tells me anything different.
Yeah, I'd say if you could use like each of them individually, then that would give it a bit of feeling of purpose, but...
And then this mentions... So, Madness Hero. Higher difficulties called Madness levels are unlocked by surviving the night. I've survived nights. I've survived bosses. So I'm not sure if it gets to an actual daytime. You have a continue button, and you have a button that effectively just ends your run. And I guess just ending your run doesn't count as surviving the night. Ooh, you better bet on taking that lantern wheel.
Interesting. It does seem like there's a lot going on.
You can see more of the shading complaint here.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I vaguely understand why it's happening, but it's a bit surprising.
These are stronger than they normally are. This is an ability, I think. Temporarily increases a character's damage and fire rate modifier by 50% for 10 seconds.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is, where it goes, or how I use it. So I've never picked it. I've always chosen something else that is more useful to me. Stamina, I don't sprint too often. Temperature is important, I believe. That's right here.
I so that's what 2 slots at the left are. Maybe it'll go in there.
Well,
Maybe not, but...
I think overheat goes down there, so maybe this does go down there. Reading these, they look like passives, but they're not. They're probably not passives. This is probably actually Yep, that did go down there. All right. I wonder if that's something that I missed by skipping this room, which is possible. But mousing over it or having some information here about what it is and what is it, if it's what it's going to do and where it's going to go would just be nice. It's just a feature in general that I would appreciate.
Alright. Mental connection does look good. What happens when you run out of sanity? Do you just die?
So everything effectively builds into it keeps you safe from unspeakable danger. I don't know what happens when it goes down. I haven't done the tutorial. I just jumped straight into the game.
I assume it's just similar to Don't Starve, where just more monsters come out that are just really strong.
If more monsters come out, then I want my sanity lower so that I can get more experience faster, right?
It might be the kind of monsters that one-shot you.
I doubt it. In the way this game plays so far, I've had my sanity all the way down. I'll go out here for a little while and see if I can get it down.
I wonder if it's just gonna like lower your stats.
I don't know if it's a lowering stats or it doesn't tell me when I mouse over it. Let's see.
No, there's nothing in there. No, I just saw the pluses and I thought that maybe that was what it was, but no.
No. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing where it actually would count against me. I have more abilities again. But the grenade would be interesting. Got bit by the mouse. The hitboxes are a little bit weird feeling as well in here. But some of that is just me. I'm trying to get my sanity meter down to see if it spawns more enemies. It's my entire purpose right now. I don't know what dark magic resistance is, or what dark magic is in this game. I'm actually relatively confused about that, because you also have a defense stat. Do I see all of my stats up here? No, I don't see all of my stats up here. This was another complaint. I don't know. I don't have stats anywhere. Let's see.
Right.
Insane. Enemy spawn rate increased by 100%. Enemy speed increased by 50%. So it does affect spawn rate.
You see some of your stats.
Yeah.
But not all of them. Yeah.
So you were right about the enemy spawn rate. So I do want spawn rate up. So I want my sanity down so I can get experience faster if I can kill things faster. So there's a little bit of, I suppose, metagaming there, but it also makes it harder because it makes them faster. Oh, and using my abilities, I either keep forgetting how to use them, or I've never known how to use them to begin with. I thought it was right click. And so far that's not working. Use mode instantly. And I've had them work when I've pressed and held a button, and I thought that was right click as well.
There was hotkeys once you get out of this menu, right?
Maybe.
It showed you some,
well, it showed me 1 and 2 to swap between them.
Oh, alright. That's what I thought it was.
Ability radius, I'm pretty sure will make the grenade have a larger explosion radius, which would be interesting. But I still rather go reload time of projectiles, so. Right now, because I have vampirism, where I get held back by killing things, I actually actively do not need to worry about being hit by things because I just heal.
Is it obvious to you what's happening from the side? Is it just what's happening to your screen now?
Say again?
Because you ran out of sanity, but it's not quite clear to me what's happening because of that.
Supposedly enemies are 50% faster and they respawn faster.
That sounds
how do
okay.
Will tell me here? Here it is. Enemy spawn rate increased by 100%, enemy speed rate increased by 50%. I want their spawn rate up. I want more experience. I want more character progression. The more experience I get, the stronger I'm gonna be. Ooh, crit rate or piercing? I'm gonna get piercing likely. See, what is this? Is this my grenade now? Can I use my grenade now? Did it just come off of cooldown or something?
Looks like you might have pressed the first part of it. I think it's the second part now. Maybe it's same button again.
I didn't push any buttons. I'm just moving around with W, A, and D, so I'm assuming it's just off of cooldown now.
Have you tried like E and Q or something?
Not yet. I'll use it here in a second when I feel like I need to actually use a grenade.
Yeah.
So I might actually not do anything to recover my sanity. It was right click.
Oh, alright. That's easy enough.
So dabbing on my screen was the notification effectively that it was ready for me to use it, I guess? I still don't know how there it is again. Why did it take so long before I had the ability to use it? And it says instant use, but it lobs it up in the air and I had to wait for it to come back down, so I had to aim it. Which I have some mixed feelings about. I also need to know what darkness damage is.
Like from being in the darkness?
No, being in the darkness doesn't hurt you unless there's a blizzard going on.
Oh, okay. When I saw the damage coming, I just assumed it was from the darkness and not the blizzard.
Yeah, I assume it's spells or something, but there's not really anything like cast spells. Everything seems to have damage when it actually collides with you, which confuses me a little bit. So I don't know what darkness damage is because there's a defense stat. You can just get flat out defense when you level up.
Could just be elements for the sake of elements. It's very possible.
See, that's just melee damage I'm taking. That's just melee damage that I'm taking. So what's darkness damage?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, your character gets a bit dark, I see. Wonder if it just does more when it's darker, but I doubt it.
Well, it would be interesting if I reduced damage while I was in the darkness, and I do take more damage while in the darkness. I hadn't thought about that one. So they don't get lit up unless they're above the campfire is what's happening here, right?
Yeah.
And they're right next to it.
That is how Unity works by default.
Alright, so they're using default shaders, so they just swap out. There's dark magic resistance again. I still don't know what that does. I need to see if I can find like a stat page that tells me what the different stats are. And or get them talking in Discord. I did post quite late in there. I haven't stacked evasion yet, but that definitely seems like something that would be viable is going a defense build. But there's there's no retaliation. So because there's no retaliation with things within melee range, if I can't kill it with my gun, what's the point of having defense stats? So far they have this game built where if you want to kill it first rather than letting it get to you, you know?
Yeah.
Look at this experience. That's just everywhere because I pierce things and kill them in one shot.
Yeah, yeah, that's the problem with the kind of the move speed in this one, I guess.
And because it's built around being around the campfires and going around and getting loot as you need it, like, there most of the time, why would I run out for that experience, you know?
Yeah.
The game disincentivizes me from going to get that experience, so it's frustrating that I feel like it should just come to me when I kill things.
Yeah.
Especially since
the lantern and everything, I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, and then you have bullet duration. Bullet duration increases how far the bullet travels, so you can kill things farther away. So that means experience drops even farther away.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's almost a bad idea, yeah. It doesn't seem like there's a... You mentioned there was some ways to make picking things up easier?
What do you mean?
To make the experience pick up from farther away or something?
Nope. There's no way to pick it up from farther away. There's no upgrades to actually pick up the experience from farther away. That's a complaint that I have, actually.
Yeah, it does seem like maybe the experience wasn't thought about very much.
I'm sure they're early in development still, but... Oh, there's a blizzard. I'm gonna turn my light on just because, I'm gonna be taking damage from this blizzard, and it's a little while until I get to a campfire here. I don't have a water on me or anything to heal with. And so I'm in a campfire during a blizzard, I take damage continuously. And it's not a lot of damage, so I don't really need to worry about it, but...
Is there anything you can do about the blizzard, or is it just...
You can use items to heat yourself up, or you just come to a campfire and light it.
Right.
And then you start to heat up and you don't take damage anymore.
Right. Too frustrating, but...
Like I said, this entire game is balanced around you being around the campfire continuously. And here we go with enemies being dark again.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if it's an intentional decision. Because it does look cool, but it would be nice if it was just a bit, like, less extreme.
Right, there needs to be some visibility to them. It is neat to have them in the darkness coming for you, but everything's too dark, especially when they're near lights. And it's like the lights lighting part of the enemy that I personally cannot see. Like it's lighting the front of the enemy instead of the back of the enemy, and it always it's directional lighting.
Yeah. So it's cool, but it's also frustrating.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if their dash is what the darkness damages. That's the only thing I can think about being darkness damages when something casts something. Dark magic resist? Being a horde survival, the experience being littered all over the ground everywhere where I am not going to have the time and or effort to get to it is what kills me the most as a player. Because it frustrates me that I have to walk out here and actually find the experience and pick up the experience. Alright, I'm gonna go for a campfire.
Especially since the enemies are limited.
I thought the sanity meter might make them spawn faster, but I wasn't positive, and since it does make them spawn faster, I kind of just want to be in 0 sanity all of the time. I don't care if they move faster, because now I'm going to level up faster. Alright, so Jin increases temperature by 20%, decreases precision by 20%, and critical chance by 5%. I've had no reason to use Jin or Rum so far. Rum increases temperature by 40%, decreases precision by 40%, increases critical critical chance by 50%. So I don't see any reason to have any of this. And then you have recover sanity. Well, I don't want fewer enemies. I want more enemies for leveling up, you know?
Yeah, I guess the rum is just good for a blizzard.
Mm-hmm. And even then, I didn't really need it for the blizzard.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a golden upgrade.
Oh, nice.
And it feels like the grenade comes off of cooldown, like, when it wants to, as opposed to on a set cooldown. It's supposed to be a 10-second cooldown, and I'm running around, and sometimes it just stops being available when I don't use it. It does do a lot of damage, though. I love my crit damage for this. It just feels like a bigger, better version of the revolver that I had last time. So I understand abilities now, so that's nice. That's a good thing to know. Do I need more piercing? I'm not sure if I do. How many piercing do I have already? Just one? Yeah, I'll grab a second one. Now I'm having a hard time killing things that are close to me, but I'm killing things that are behind them, so I suppose decent trade-off? Now, is it worth it for me to run around and actually get... Oh, hello. Didn't see that coming for me. Is it worth it for me to run around and grab this experience, or should I just go to the next campfire?
It is an interesting concept, this game, though. Curious to see where it goes with further early access.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see what actually happens with that. I like the focus around having to move around, loot as you go, and get things that you need. But as it is built right now, not like I'm wandering around in the dark and I don't need anything. It doesn't matter. I don't know at what point in the game I get to where it does matter.
Yeah, I guess it's a matter of both not making it so that you can't play if there's no campfire for 2 seconds, but also that they should feel a bit more plain.
I think this is supposed to have a 10-second cooldown, by the way. My grenade ability does not feel like a 10-second cooldown.
I think it does, at least I saw the timer.
I still don't have it back, and it's been quite a while since I used it. And that boss has undodgeable attacks, which always feels bad. I think right now is where I would want to have sanity.
Yeah, right.
Then I have fewer enemies spawning while I'm trying to deal with this boss. Oh, I killed it. And then the level's over, and I didn't actually get to get all the experience off of the ground. And my
Did
whole...
you get anything from the experience?
So I could have leveled up again there, more than likely, if I got to pick up that experience. And because I didn't get that. Stage 1 out of 3 clear. Okay, so I've got to clear 3 stages to clear the night by the looks of it. Now, because I didn't get that experience, I got denied levels, and I have to beat this 3 times, I guess, to actually beat the game. I do like that I just accidentally killed that boss. I'm gonna go and let my sanity go down early. So there's a little bit more player-controlled progression than I thought there was, but that was one of my complaints, was that it didn't feel like there was a way for me to control how fast I level up, anything about the waves, the general progression of the game. I just had to get meta progression until I could beat it, is what it felt like to me. But knowing that the sanity meter actually gives me the opportunity to make enemies spawn faster, definitely feels a little bit better.
Are you able to relight the fire?
Once it's out, it's out.
Gotcha.
It would be cool if there was something that I could pick up that would let me relight the fire.
But keeping it lit, is that something? Or...
Nope. Not a mechanic, sadly. I have to adventure between from fire to fire.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
I've accidentally filled up my sanity meter again by killing things. I keep stuttering today. My sanity meteor.
I haven't tried it myself, but I feel like if you had some way of at least slowing down the fire going out, it would feel less restrictive to have to be near it if you're actually doing something with it.
Right.
That's the case in Don't Starve as well.
Again, bullet duration. I don't want my bullets to go further. I will take evasion though.
Also, definitely think that the low sanity can afford to be a bit crazier.
Yeah, I should be punished for what I'm doing right now, and honestly, I'm not.
Like, even if it's not like insta-kill enemies, like if just at least some strong enemies come out, you know, what does it get to be prepared for?
Like the next wave of enemies, the next tier of enemies coming out would be a nice simple addition to it. Being in the darkness, I would like to be able to see things easier, but I can see them well enough to walk around in the darkness and survive like this without a campfire.
It is a little bordering on the darkness.
It still feels like it's too dark to me. I would like to be able to
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
see what's going on.
Especially just because, like, some people, if they could just not see quite as well, they're just gonna be at a...
I have vision problems. That's part of why it irritates me more.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see this and it's just...
So I'm gonna die here. I am more than likely dead, but we'll find out. I got too distracted talking. And then sometimes it can be hard to kill enemies that are directly on top of you.
Yeah, I see.
I think would be my last complaint, because some of those I was trying to shoot at and it just wasn't hitting them.
No, yeah, I saw it happen. I assume it's just completely directional. But probably should have some forgiveness for that.
Now I have a lot of teeth, and I don't believe I have anything to spend teeth on. I need teeth and eyes. I don't need to see the second nearest campfire. Let's see. Temperature gauge that displays the current temperature. I already know what my temperature is. I'm confused.
Huh.
That's what the thing on the left side
it's
is.
Just I think it's just the temperature of like the environment, not of yourself.
Well, if I get cold, I go and light a campfire.
Yeah.
So I don't really specifically need
blizzard, so
yeah.
Maybe just how close you are to a campfire.
This might be useful, but I don't loot things. So. Let's look in here. Inventory slots were nice, so I might grab one of those. Chance to find meat when scavenging.
Huh.
I wonder what
that one,
it's probably just food. It's what I would assume. And the reforging allows abilities to be improved when leveling up. That's something that seems very important for actual increases experience gain by 2% per upgrade level percentage. Period per.
I think the percentage is just a mistake.
Yeah. Per upgrade level? Per upgrade level of what? On this?
Because you can upgrade it multiple times.
5 times. Okay, I see now. Wait, are there other things that I can upgrade multiple times that I missed? No. I already clicked through all of this. I would have seen that. I suppose if I had anything, I would be grabbing another item slot. Let's see. I can't afford that. This is way too expensive. Where was the item slot at? Here? Yeah, there we go. I don't need a book. That's for sanity. That's another inventory slot. Alright, so I didn't actually get much out of that progression. It doesn't say which weapon I had selected, which I'm going to complain about here as well.
Right.
I do like the game so far, but it's so much like a it's too much like a prototype. I'm not sure how much it costs compared to Horde.
Honestly, I wouldn't feel bad.
Oh, it's not too expensive compared to Horde Hunters, which is where I got this from. Was I won this from being number 3, I believe, on the leaderboard for for the hardcore map during their competition. This is way earlier in development.
It is, but you know, in the end, things are often priced by visuals alone.
I do like where it's going, but I'm running around like a maniac, completely ignoring the game mechanics, and I feel like this should be literally, like you said, punishable by death. Are there I didn't look in the settings. I wonder if there are settings that actually give me a second, I choose what I want here. Yeah, alright. I wonder if there's settings that actually change the lighting. Shadows, no. Brightness and contrast. Let's see what that does. Why did shooting just not kill what was on my feet to begin with there?
I don't see that much difference with the brightness and contrast, but maybe that's
I don't either. There's very slight almost like a highlight around enemies. But honestly, the only thing it looks like it did was make the experience bubbles a little bit more more bright.
Yeah, I mean that's what's gonna happen when you have so much bloom.
It almost makes it feel like one of those was a bloom slider, though. Is there screen shake? Let me turn that off. They have aim lock with a controller. I can't use it on desktop with my mouse. Aim lock would be nice. That would help a lot when things are on my feet. Oh, I've got the grenade as an option again. I'll go ahead and take it.
I'm gonna slowly start heading to rest for tomorrow's workday.
Oh, alright. It was nice to have you here and to talk a little bit about this random game that I got for free here.
Yeah, do it again sometime. Looks like a cool game as well. I might try it out someday. But still gotta try out Horde Hunters some more.
I've got to actually get into our games a little bit more. Hopefully that's on the list to do today.
Yeah, I've got the new update. I don't know if you tried it with the 9 characters. It's mostly a visual one, but still cool to have the change. Something I've been meaning to do for a while.
Lighting engine upgrades are always very nice. Never anything I'm going to complain about.
But it's funny that I had the exact same issue in the past of the lighting from the campfires that they have in this game, where the enemies are really dark in front.
This is Unity. It says it when you launch the game, so.
Well, you can just see from looking at it as well. At least I can. Mostly because Bloom is very indicative of Unity.
So it says the grenade is off of cooldown on the bottom because it shows you when things are on cooldown on the bottom. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, why I can't use it. Oh, I'm dying from freezing to death. I only just realized that. I didn't watch my temperature.
Alright, I'm being called for. I'm gonna head off.
Alright, have a good one. Right. Thanks for hanging out.
You too. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Will do.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Alright. In case anybody is curious, Josh is a game dev. I'm working with Josh on a couple of games. I just do marketing, community management. And the goal, there wasn't anything negative intended here. The goal was just to break down effectively problems with this game, just to talk about it, you know? To have a good conversation about problems with this and effectively the feedback that I have. They are problems that Josh has ran into with Unity games. They are problems that are being fixed in one of our games right now. So it's relatable, and it's just stuff that should be improvable over time. Stuff that shouldn't be a problem. And so far the game has great feedback on Steam. It's doing very well on Steam despite the problems that it has. So a lot of stuff is probably me being more of an experienced player wanting more out of the actual quality and feedback that I'm getting here. I got a breaking news report, and it is sports related, and I'm now disappointed. I always want more projectiles. I wish I had vampirism right now. Yeah, so the grenade ability seems bugged. See, there's a cooldown on this one when I use it. Vampirism. I just mentioned that. 15-second cooldown. I swapped with the grenade. The grenade's not available. No idea why. So the grenade's probably just bugged. Give me more experience, more vampirism. Suck the life out of them. More projectiles. We'll loot this barrel, then I'll head up to that campfire up there. There's a silver shot higher tier here. I wonder if that counts as a different ability or if it's actually the same silver shot that I already have. Lantern oil and whiskey, I'll take both of those. I don't believe I need more silver shots, right? It did stack. Ah, 1 and 1. It shows the two different ones, okay. And it shows that the total actual impact it has on me as opposed to the individual one. I would like to see the individual impact as well as the Like, I'd be like, would like to be able to click on this and see what each one is doing to me, but I might do more critical damage. I don't need more piercing right now. I don't need to take more debuffs when I can just get more damage. Enemies are just a little bit more visible with the contrast and the other setting changed. Do I want this? I might grab this. Movement speed is nice. Health seems a little bit more important. I never get enough movement speed. I'm gonna grab this just because it's a gold upgrade. I need to get to a campfire. Grenade still is unavailable. Still can't use my grenade. I'm still not sure why. Alright. I will take another twin shot. This is one heck of a shotgun sniper. I almost think this is the most twin shot I've stacked so far. And it's on the sniper. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. Do I want to decrease my damage more, or do I just want to take the lower fire rate? I'll take the safety. I'll take the lower fire rate amount in exchange for not decreasing my damage. I'm getting hit and I can effectively just ignore it right now because I have enough vampirism. I can't ignore it always, but as long as I don't let them continuously hit me, I'm just gonna get back up to full health again. Ooh, gold and silver shot. I will take that. Pop into the darkness I go. Blizzard's gonna be here soon. So let me actually get up to the next campfire here. We have a second to get a little bit of our stamina back here. So we're gonna go ahead and get our stamina back. Oh, that's a blizzard. I just tried to shoot the cold away. That is actually kind of brilliant. Oh, I was about to say when our enemy's coming. I almost picked up that took long enough for a wave to come that I almost picked up my bonus for attacking people. I want the damage increase. I find machine gun shotgun snipers to be funny, but the damage and crit increases that I can get effectively for free are very nice. I don't need sanity recovery. Extra shot isn't too important. Reload time is going to be very nice to have. So I'll take that attack speed and I will take that reload speed as I can get it, but for right now, I'm going to focus on getting things that will increase my damage output and survivability. I believe I have a setup that should be able to get me all the way through. Meaning through all 3 runs to actually survive the night. Hello. Those enemies spawned in my line of sight and pushed each other out of each other's way. That was odd. I'll do maximum health. Yes, hit me. Hit me! Hit me, little, they have shells. They look kind of like octopi in a shell. I'm gonna call them baby octodads. Hit me, my little baby octodads. Hit me. See what damage you can do. More vampirism is definitely needed right now. I don't know what is raising my sanity level. I'm looking at my stamina bar, thinking it's my sanity level. I'm too tired for this. I woke up in the middle of the night and decided to stream this and talk about game development related issues. Twin shot again. Why would I not? More bullets equals more damage. Especially when I am point blank. Doo-doo. Shotgun sniper. Couldn't grab what experience I can here. I can almost run from supply crate to supply crate and actually grab things to increase my temperature, as opposed to going to campfires, except for during blizzards. The conversation that I had with Josh there is something that I would like to actually make, effectively like short interviews on, where we talk about other games and their features and effectively the breakdowns therein. Damage increased by 30%. Let's go. I don't know what that egg does if I let it sit. I've also realized how much I don't need lamp oil. Let me use my grenade. I'll stop picking the grenade until it's fixed. This boss should be at least halfway dead. Yeah, there we go. Alright, give me a minute while I text people. Okay. I'm gonna stay here and be distracted for like, probably a couple minutes. May I continue the pause? This is going to be my last one for tonight, so we'll go ahead and make it count. Vampirism over defense. Let's go. Okay. You're so welcome to join main call. Where was that campfire at? I'm a little bit lost. I'm gonna go ahead and just increase my fire rate, clear out the enemies, figure out what's happening here. There's experience everywhere. So if any of the dev team actually pops in here and sees this stream later, and you've gotten through the conversation with Josh there, I would like you to know that if you need specific feedback or help with things, we are generally available to discuss things with people. Obviously, swapping out the basic Unity lighting engine is the thing that might be needed, but you have a very good game foundation, and there's interesting mechanics built around your entire campfire and heating insanity system. I've gotten to choose to be insane, to have more monsters come after me, which implies to me that this probably isn't a real thing happening to this person, but I think I need more fire rate than reload time at this point, right? I don't know if I've gotten 2 of these and not much fire rate, so I like to get fire rate until it feels like I need to reload faster. I need to get to the campfire so I don't freeze. Gotta be careful of that one. Oh! Wow! Alright. Goodbye, health. Evasion and defense stats did nothing for that one. And my ability didn't activate when I hit it again. I want more vampirism. I really do. I love vampirism in games. Ooh. It's getting just a little bit laggy. I'm gonna assume that's the amount of health orbs on the ground. Experience orbs on the ground causing the lagginess. And then there's so much bloom happening, like right there where it flashes for a second. Where I just cannot see what's happening. I need a quicker and better way of gathering this experience. Another projectile, please, and thank you. Alright. I'm gonna head for that campfire. Goodbye, experience. I'm going to miss you. Do 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 do. I don't know how close I can play on my actual temperature meter here, so I don't want to overdo it. When I hit level 40, I also leveled up really fast and I came to a grinding halt. which is very frustrating to me. That's a blizzard, and this campfire is not going to last long, and the next one is very far away. I'm about to have a problem. Oh, the gin didn't warm me up during the blizzard. It just clears so many enemies back there. Just boop. I can almost ignore the blizzard as well. Yeah, I just made it through the blizzard, no problem. Alright. I'll go reload time. I'll go over the campfire now. So, you're the last survivor of an exploration team. I'm either in purgatory or this man has entirely lost it. Everybody else died in normal ways, and then you're alone and end up having to fight a horde of Cthulhian monsters. Seems like a dark story of the last survivor just losing their mind, you know? More damage increases. Ah. I really do want more fire rate, but that damage increase goes a lot further. Ability, go off. Please. One of my abilities work. Come on. It's not gonna happen, is it? I need a reroll. I don't like any of those options. I don't know what's happening. I do know I just killed a horde of enemies that I thought was going to murder me. Didn't really get to see any of it, but it did happen. Starting to get cold, so I'll start to head towards the next campfire here. Of course, I'm taking the damage increase. Do I have any gin? Just water? Depending on what's here, I might use the water. Yeah, no, that's not helpful. That's a boss I just spawned. Okay. I just got insta-gived again. It's happened twice now on the final wave. There's been so many times where I've had enemies on top of me where there's no problem, and then just suddenly, boom. Just dead immediately. Part of that is me not using my lantern when I should be using it for visibility. But there needs to be just a little bit more visibility than there is. Because even with it my lantern on, I would have probably died there anyways. Meat when scavenging seems useful. Inventory slot seems useful. Problem is I don't have enough pulsating hearts. I don't need an excellent book. A magnet will appear that absorbs all experience points. Okay. Please. No. That's a lot of pulsating hearts. Oh. Alright. We are done for the night. We're not doing any more of this. That's been enough for this. I will have some more videos out on this later. I'm gonna go ahead and talk with them in their Discord and see how they feel about the entire situation on my feedback. See how things go. I hope you all have a good night. Thank you for stopping in, and goodbye.